Hello YouTube, this is Gentle Ben, and this is my attempt at the weekly challenge on Reddit, week 126, multitasking number 2. So the purpose of this challenge is as follows. The introduction is, activists claim that the high frequency of rocket launches is harming Kerbin's atmosphere, and demand that they launch 3 satellites to keep an eye on the atmosphere as soon as possible. Ignoring the irony of that demand, our Kerbinauts quickly prepare 3 satellites. So for normal mode, I need to launch 3 satellites into a stable orbit within 8 minutes. Hard mode is launching them within 6 minutes. So the rules are that you can't launch a single rocket and then have that deploy 3 satellites. So this is how I've done it. I've done a multi-launch, 3 rockets all at the same time. They all have probe cores only, SAS enabled, and maximum throttle. So this took quite a long time for me to get right. I tried to find... Initially I tried launching 3 rockets, one after the other. Launch a rocket, deploy the satellite, launch the next one, deploy the satellite, launch the third one, deploy the satellite. And that took me about 15 to 20 minutes of game time to do. So not even close to the 8 minutes for normal and the 6 minutes for hard mode. So back to the drawing board, and this is what I came up with. I originally tried launching all 3 at exactly the same time. That had its own trouble because they'd all bump into each other, roll around and go firing off in random directions. This way seemed to work the best, to get all 3 rockets up into the air, one straight after the other. And it did become a bit of a headache at this point, where I was trying to switch around between rockets and ended up picking up the debris behind. So this is my Polar orbiting satellite. Just trying to get it into orbit. I was getting my head really mixed around as well with, do I burn upwards from Kerbin or do I burn down towards Kerbin? I don't understand orbital dynamics nearly as much as some people do. Scott Manley. So it was a bit of trial and error. I reckon if I actually knew what I was doing, I could probably do this a little bit quicker. So that's the first one on its way. I just wanted to catch the other ones on the way up so that they don't overshoot and go up to 400 kilometers or too high. The target altitude is between 200 and 300 kilometers. So really, as soon as they hit 200 kilometers, I want to make sure they don't go any higher. I don't want them to go any lower than 200, and I don't want them to go any higher than 300. So this is my equatorial orbit satellite. So you can see we're in the target range now, so just want to balance it. And there we go, that's well on the way to being in the right place. So now just got to switch out to the third one, if I can find it. And it's not that one either. I don't know if there's a way to name these so that you can name them before you start breaking rockets apart. But here we go. This is the 3rd rocket. And this one is going into a 45-degree inclined orbit. Now there's not much actually inside these. There's a probe core, a couple of solar panels, and that's really all. So I don't know exactly what these satellites are meant to do, but they'll certainly fly around the planet and have a good look down. Try and detect the atmospheric damages that these rocket launches have caused. So like I say, this is my 45 degree, yeah, we're in the right zone, so all I need to do now is circularize. It's a bit difficult to work out, but hey, there we go. That looks good to me. So now I can go back to the earlier rockets that I launched and circularize those. If I didn't jump between them, I found that I could get the first two into orbit, but by the time I got round to actually switching to the third satellite, it would already gone up its arc, be on the way down, and be below 200 kilometers, so that just was not viable at all. So there we go, final rocket, final satellite now. And once that's circularized, we're done. So the recording time that I have, I started recording at I started the launch at 59 seconds into the recording. And this final burn, I make it as 7 minutes and 14 seconds that I finish that final burn, which puts me as a total game time of 6 minutes 13, which is 13 seconds above hard mode, which is so disappointing. But there we go. So this is just the verification. See, all satellites in about the right orbit. The 45 degrees not perfect, but it's close enough, I'd say. So thanks everyone for watching. This has been Gentle Ben. If you liked it, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all next time for another challenge.